What's up everybody, this is Gamer CJE. Welcome back to Cities Skylines. So today we're going to try and deal with our high demand for industry or offices. So we still do have some... Well, okay, this is my thinking. We have demand for commercial zoning, and if we fulfill that commercial zoning, that is going to increase our demand for goods. So if we do offices instead of industry, we're going to be behind the 8 ball again, where we won't have enough goods for our commercial that we need to zone before we can get back to growing our residential population. So to make that long story short, I have decided to add in a bunch of specialized industrial zoning, but using the districts and just zoning industrial instead of doing the assets from the DLC. So to start off with, the reason I picked this area is I want this to be basically only connected directly to the interstate. I don't even think I'm gonna connect it to the train line because our trains are just getting so busy. There's so many trains running around. We don't have any jams yet, but I could see it happening. So for the moment, we're not even going to put in a train line, but it's there if we need it at some point. So if we look at our natural resources, we have ore, we have some forestry, which can be expanded, and we have farming. Now, the thing we have the most of in our whole city is oil production. We have a whole bunch of oil here, and we have a whole bunch of oil here. We have a little bit of ore over here and over here, and a little bit of agriculture here and here, and the same with forestry here and here. Now, we do have a lot of forestry, but that is all with the DLC assets. So we have our residential base here to work in our, I don't know if you'd call it factories, because a lot of them are not really going to be factories. But I don't want to connect this with roads, so what I'm going to end up doing is just connecting it with pathways so our people can walk to work. You know, being good to the environment and such. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the game. And I think, let's see. Yeah, I think that's good. All right. So we'll need to come in here and get rid of part of our road. And try and line this up as good as possible. And I think that's going to be close-ish to looking okay. So now obviously we just need to come in and connect up the road. That one's a little... Okay, now obviously that's not perfect, but it is what it is. And of course, they don't have the right number of lanes on this base asset, so I'm going to come in and change all the lanes so that everything matches up correctly. Let's just make sure. Forced to turn, merge lane is available there. Alright, we can turn our traffic back on here. Alright, so I think that what I'm gonna do is just put in a roundabout. A fairly large roundabout. using this 3-lane highway. And then connect it up here. Excellent. Okay, so before I get rid of this cross member, I'm gonna go ahead and put in my main road, and it is going to, let's see, I'm going to put it in actually parallel to the highway over here. We are going to use this 6-lane right here and figure out where 90 degrees is. Ooh, not quite. But, you know, close enough, because that's not the point. I just want it to look parallel to the main road. And same thing over here. And I think I'm going to go like all the way to the edge of the whatever it's called, fertile land or what have you. And this one is going to go all the way over here. Wow, that is so far off. Let's try again here. Or was that really far off? I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. I think I'll just go like this, kind of split the difference. I know it's not anywhere close to parallel, and it just kind of broke my own rule, but I need it to still work though. So now that I have other supports, I can get rid of that cross in the middle. And let's go back to the highway assets, since we have 2 people turning off, 2 people coming on. That means these should be 1 lane. Yes. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Now, we're gonna get rid of, I think, probably all of those businesses, all these trees, and I'm going to, I believe paths are in here. Yes. Okay, and I do need to get rid of that zoning, or else it's just going to keep building back, even though I don't want it to. So, I'm going to go from right here. Go, oh man. Going to cause me all kind of trouble. There we go. And across the road, I'm going to come back down. And I'm going to use a dirt path to come over here. Like that. Now people should be able to walk over here. So, now that we've built our roads, let's get 1, 2, and 3 new districts set up, and each one of them is going to need an industrial specialization. This one will be farming, not forestry. Farming. This one will be forestry, and this one will be ore. Also, we need to go in to policies, city planning, industry 4.0. We need to do that on each of these. There we go. Excellent. Now, we need to do a little bit of quick work here. I'm going to go in. Yeah. I'm going to go in here, bring down the brush strength, bring up the brush size. And we're going to plant a forest for our forestry. And we're going to make it look like it kind of spread across over here. Looks a little bit more natural, even though it really isn't. There we go. All right, so now Dean Park has forestry or forest available resources or whatever. Okay. And we're going to come off here with the 4-lane. Going up, going down, come across with the small industry road, and have it all the way up to there. And we have to have some up here. Okay. Oh, we have to do a whole nother water deal up here. Okay. I know this is boring to watch, but it is important to get done. You got to get the water coverage out here. All right, so let's start off by zoning a little bit here. You know what? I'm done being cautious and all persnickety. Let's get some zoning done. That's plenty for forestry. Now it's time to do the same for the ore. Going to do the same exact deal, and I'm not going to connect these up to each other. Whoa, how about that? Did y'all see that? That was pretty crazy. Ended up being the right length. Alright, so this one is ore. Let's get some zoning done in here as well. And I suppose we better throw a road up here as well. Something I need to make sure to take care of is have some trash collection and such over here, and also a lot of fire protection is going to be necessary. All right, I'm thinking I'll go with those two for now. And I think you have to have police as well, so I'm just gonna have the little police stations here and there. Okay, and now it is time for the Cypress District Farm. And instead of the small industry road over here, I'm gonna just use dirt roads because it fits the aesthetic better. It's going to be way worse for the traffic, but who cares? Yeah, I know I got a little carried away with the roads over here, but they're real cheap. They cost less than I think that would be 19 cents a week per cell for upkeep. I believe is how you say that. Because the cent sign with an extra bar through it is just the way that they say money in this game. So the cost is like $20, which would make upkeep 19 cents a week per cell. Whereas some of these are almost 3 times that. So it's not a big deal to have a bunch of dirt roads. And besides, it makes you want to take the long way home. Get a little gravel in my travel. And we do need to put in a fire station over here as well. Maybe a police station up here. And a recycling center as well. So let's get some... There we go. It's going to take forever for those to come in. The whole point was just to get it built. And so far it doesn't look like we've caused any major traffic issues or anything like that. But over time, we will be providing bunches and bunches more raw goods to be sent to our various and sundry non-specific industry areas. Every once in a while, I still get like one place that isn't getting enough raw materials, but for the most part, it seems to have cleared up pretty well. Yeah. Okay, so that's going to do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider leaving a like on this video and subscribing to my channel. And join me next time.